pristine beaches, crystal clear sea water, beautiful marine life, birds, wonders of nature, corals, different species of fish, wild fruits, water sports, all in one small island known as Shahid Dweep. Let's explore India, Andaman Nicobar Islands. Towards northeast of Port Blair lies our destination Shahid Dweep, earlier called Nil Island. We are starting our journey to Shahid Dweep from Swaraj Dweep Jetty, which was earlier known as Havelock Island. We are travelling by a luxury ferry on a rainy afternoon. The ferry service is provided by Nautica. Other ferries are also available. The sea is rough today. The journey takes 1 hour depending on the size of the vessel. Small vessels take more time. This is an AC cruise with lower and upper decks. We have selected window seats while making our reservation, but remember the facility of seat selection is not available with all cruises. We have reached the jetty of Shahid Dweep and riding a car, we have now reached at Tango Beach Resort at Lakshmanpur Beach. There is a lush green lawn and swimming pool in front of the ground floor cottages. The place is full of coconut trees. Now let me tell you about mobile network connectivity. Only BSNL and Airtel's mobile networks are available here, that too with weak network and poor data connectivity. Other network operators do not have any network here. The resort is located on Lakshmanpur beach number 1, so we don't have to go anywhere from the resort to visit the beach. In fact, it feels like staying on the beach. As dawn breaks at Lakshmanpur beach number 1, we start exploring the place. These are dead corals appearing like stone. Far away you can see the fishermen's boat, merchant vessels. The waves are gentle. The morning breeze is so soothing. The word pollution is unknown to this place. The clear water is entering the Lakshmanpur beach as high tide begins. The birds enjoy the calmness of the sea. As sunlight becomes clear, the color of sea changes into dark blue. The school of fish plays inside the sea water. Unfortunately, even such pristine beaches are not spared by the trash. But wait before you blame the tourists. All this trash comes floating in the seawater from the foreign lands like Thailand and Myanmar, which are not far away from the island. Now we are seeing the hermit crabs moving around without any fear. We are watching the activities of the marine animals. After watching the marine life and birds at Lakshmanpur beach, now we are going to see the natural bridge at Lakshmanpur beach number 2. Climbing up the stairs, walking the red pathway and climbing down, we reach this place full of dead corals. After negotiating these dead corals, we get to see the famous natural bridge. This is also a structure made of dead corals, and it's not made of stone. It is said that once the sea level was more than the height of this structure. While everyone is busy taking selfies and photos at the natural bridge, we are going to explore this pool of water full of live corals and marine species. This is jackfruit coral. Crabs in different colors. Crossing the natural bridge, there is another pool of water where we expect to see much more. Let's explore. This is a natural aquarium. There are so many fish. These are zebra fish. This one is eel. This is natural aquarium, not an artificial one. Sea water enters here during high tide and leaves this pool of water during the low tide. Interestingly, this is the only location at Shahid Dweep where Jio's mobile network comes alive, picking up the signal from some base station located at Port Blair. The circular green one at the center is mushroom coral. Corals are highly sensitive. They do not survive under certain conditions like upon being touched by human being, or if they are without water, or if they are exposed to direct sunlight. That is why we must be very careful while we are watching the corals while standing in the water. This one is finger coral. Again, this is mushroom coral at the center. This aquarium is best viewed during clear sunlight, and as I said earlier, one has to be very careful in moving around because one touch on the live coral and it's destroyed. So we need to step only on the dead corals very carefully, maintaining our balance. It's a large mushroom coral. fish feeding. This is a very popular activity here. The local guides are telling everyone to give the fish only Parle-G biscuits because the fish, they don't eat any other biscuit. These are zebra fish. The yellow fish is butterfly fish. Here at Shahid Dweep, wherever we are going, whether it is the shopkeepers or the local guides or the drivers of the vehicles or the hotel owners, everyone is requesting us to let everyone know about this beautiful place, because they are telling that many of the tourists go to the Swaraj Deep, that is the Havelock Islands, and do not visit Shahid Deep, that is Nil Island, because most are unaware of the beauty of this place. So everyone requested us to let everyone know that how beautiful this place is, and to request everyone to tell everyone to visit Shahid Deep whenever they come to the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. The blue one at the center is oyster. An interesting fact about natural bridge is that though it looks like a massive structure, but rainwater percolates through this structure whenever it rains. Like sometimes ago it rained and we took refuge under it, but after a few minutes of rain, rainwater started falling through it. Interesting. The gentle waves of the sea are feeding the aquarium continuously. This is sea cucumber, one of the laziest aquatic species. See, it's not moving at all, even under the waves. This one is brain coral. The blue ones are oysters. Here this one is finger coral. Now it's time to leave for our next stop. But what are these fruits like pineapple? Locals are telling that these are wild fruits eaten by tribals like the Jarwas. We take the same path back. Now we are at the famous Bharatpur beach. It is just adjacent to the jetty of Shahid Dweep. The water, as usual, it's crystal clear. On the beach, these are keora trees, a species of mangrove. There are many water sports activities available here, such as snorkeling, scuba diving, jet ski, glass bottom boat, etc. We choose to explore the glass bottom boat. Here the corals are at a greater depth and large in height and size than what we have seen at the natural aquarium. There are clean toilets and hygienic changing facilities available near the beach, and also there are many restaurants near the beach serving freshly cooked food. The place looks beautiful with all the boats and vessels amidst the blue sea. We have now reached at Lakshmanpur sunset point. It's time for sunset. We reached here by walk from our resort. We are now at the Sitapur beach. It is famous as a sunrise viewing point. There are lots of dead corals here, but there is not much to explore. Now the time has come to leave Shahid Dweep for Port Blair. We are going to embark on our luxury ferry of Nautica. The journey from Shahid Dweep to Port Blair takes 1 hour by the ferry. Today the sea is calm, the sky is clear and the visibility is high. The clouds are playing shapes as the sun sets. We have reached the jetty at Haddo Bay, Port Blair. This is the end of our tour of Shahid Dweep. Take care of yourself and the nature. Thank you.